What if I told you there's a manifestation technique so powerful it turned a $100 dream into a multi-million dollar empire? And the best part, by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to use the techniques that he used in his life with 3 steps I'm going to share that you can apply right away. This is a true story of Neville Goddard and what happened for him. One of the most influential figures in the law of attraction world and manifestation. If you've ever doubted manifestation, please stick around because this story just might change your mind forever. So let's get into it. Now, let's first rewind to the 1930s, and the world is in chaos. Businesses are collapsing, and the Goddard family's dry goods store in Barbados was no exception. Money was tight, and it looked like there was no way out. So, Victor Goddard, who was Neville's brother, had a bold idea, one that seemed impossible at the time. Right next to their shop was a prime piece of land that would allow them to expand and save their business. But there was just one problem, though. The owner refused to sell. By the way, if you're new here, briefly, I am Kate Wilder, and my channel is all about manifestation techniques and success stories that you can use to raise your vibe and create more in your own life. By learning about other people's examples, you too can manifest all the great ideas that you want to bring into your world. So, while most people would have given up, Victor Goddard didn't. He wasn't like most people. You see, he'd been learning about the power of imagination from his brother Neville, and he decided to put these teachings to the ultimate test. So, Victor used one of Neville's techniques called the state of assumption. Here's how it works. Instead of focusing on how impossible the situation seemed, Victor decided to act as though the land was already his. Every night before going to sleep, Victor closed his eyes and imagined himself walking through the expanded store. He visualized the new layout, the extra shelves stocked with goods, the happy customers flooding in. He didn't just see it, he felt it. He took some time to really get into his heart space until he could actually feel as though this was so real, like a vivid dream. He felt the pride of owning the land, the joy of the business thriving, the relief and financial stability. He saw himself there in the greatest of details. He imagined himself walking through the door each day, having his cup of coffee in the morning, and doing his business in this wonderful space. This wasn't some fleeting daydream, as Victor committed to his vision every single night before bed, immersing himself in the feelings of goodness and success as though it's already happened. As he began manifesting his own vision and adding more and more detail to it and feeling it more, his vision became clear, and he then focused more and more on his goal every single night. According to Neville, the key is to feel it real, to align your emotions and belief with the reality that you want to create. And that's exactly what Victor did. After a time, something remarkable happened. Out of the blue, the landowner, who had been adamant about not selling, suddenly and out of nowhere changed his mind. Not only did he agree to sell, but he offered the land to Neville and Victor at a price that was shockingly affordable, especially at the time. They bought the land, expanded their store, and turned their struggling business into a thriving one. What's incredible is that Victor didn't negotiate anything. He didn't beg or strategize. He simply aligned his inner state with the outcome he desired, and then he let it go and let the universe take care of the details. He didn't worry about how. He allowed the universe to figure it out, to figure out the how to, rather than controlling it himself. This is the key, my friends. The truth be told, he had no idea how this could actually come into existence. He just practiced his visualizing, believing and feeling it deeper each night until he had a solid knowing that it would happen somehow. Neville later explained that this was the power of living in the end, and the law of assumption was born. When you assume that the feeling of your wish fulfilled is finished, it's done, the external world has no choice but to help arrange itself to match your inner reality. This story shows that the power of imagination and fast forwarding to seeing things in your mind as though they are already in your life right now, today, this is the key. It's like grabbing that vision and expanding it until you can actually come into believing it so strongly that you attract it to you. Okay, so what have we learned from Victor's story? Here are three key takeaways that you can start using today. Number one, focus on the end result, not the obstacles. Victor didn't waste time worrying about the landowner's refusal or the financial challenges ahead. Instead, he visualized the outcome he wanted and he stayed committed to that vision. Pretty simple, right? So try this. I want you to pick one thing that you want to manifest and create a clear mental image of already having it. Don't think about the how. Don't worry about the details. Just focus on the joy and gratitude of it being yours right now. And then keep imagining more and more details of your vision. Allow your mind each night to catch up to your imagination and let that creativity come through. Do this every night. For how long? As long as it takes, my friends. But start with 21 days and see where you are. The number two thing you can do, use your emotions as your superpower. The secret isn't seeing the outcome, it's feeling it. Victor felt the pride, the joy, and the relief of owning this land, which was aligned with his energy and his desires. So give this a try. Tonight is a good night. Close your eyes, imagine your desires, and ask yourself, how would I feel if this were true right now? Immerse yourself in the feeling of this. Try this every night. Feed your thoughts and visions to your mind before drifting off to sleep each night. Jot some things down throughout your day and help create the vision and then support your vision with the feeling states. And the third thing you can try is be consistent and be patient with yourself. Victor didn't get results overnight, but he stayed consistent with his nightly practice. Manifestation is about persistence and trust, not always instant gratification. If your goal is important enough to you, you'll find this a joyful practice, not a tedious one. It's really great fun when you get going with this. So try this. Commit to 5 minutes a day of visualizing your desire as it's already fulfilled. Make it a non-negotiable part of your routine for at least 21 days. Victor Goddard's story isn't just inspiring, it's proof that you can create incredible results with the power of your imagination. So what's your Barbados land? What is the one thing you've been dreaming about that you haven't fully committed to manifesting yet? Are you really ready to take on one of your bigger goals? Or are you just kind of going to think about it for a while longer? No time like the present. Let me know in the comments what you're going to start working on tonight. And also let me know where you're watching from in the world. If you did enjoy this, you might like this one too. I invite you to become a subscriber, and your like is a vote that goes a very long way in my own manifestation. Share this with someone who needs a little manifesting inspiration today. Remember, you create your reality, and it's already within you. It's time to step up, grab your future now through your own state of assumption and make it happen. Thanks for watching today, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Happy manifesting, my friends.